our lead story of the day is a doozy and has to do with the Biden bribery scandal, and the FBI are freaking out that the whistleblower is going to be killed. Wait till we break this one down. Before we jump into any of this craziness, support a true American patriot by hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave us a short, sweet comment down below. You think this bribery scandal is real? You think Joe Biden received some moolah or something else in return for something else? Let us know in the comment section below. Well, folks, I hope you're sitting down. I hope you got your cup of coffee this morning, because a member of the House Oversight Committee claimed on Monday that the FBI fears an informant with insights into the alleged criminal bribery scheme involving President Joe Biden will be killed if unmasked. That is insane. This is some Jeffrey Epstein type stuff. This is some Hillary Clinton debacle thingy-mabobber craziness, where a whistleblower is feared of being killed for the information that they know about Joe Biden as sitting president. But no investigations, folks. Nothing really weird going on right now. This comes from Representative Anna Paulina Luna. There's a name for you. We've talked about her on the Ball Brad Show before. She's a Republican from Florida. She's awesome. She tweeted, "Just left a meeting from House Oversight. The FBI is afraid their informant will be killed if unmasked, based on the info he has brought forward about the Biden family." Holy Lord, this thing's about to go berserk. Luna noted in a subsequent tweet, according to the FBI, Biden and Vice President, or Biden as Vice President, meaning under the Obama administration, was involved in a $5 million bribery scheme with a foreign national. Shocker. I mean, the guy did a quid pro quo on tape. I mean, we all know this guy's involved in some ish. This guy is as dirty as his underwear is, all right? Which is pretty dirty. Luna made these claims after House Oversight Chair James Comer and Ranking Member Jamie Raskin glimpsed an unclassified document the FBI has worked hard to keep under wraps, which reportedly contains, quote, valuable and verifiable information describing an alleged $5 million criminal scheme involving the Vice President Biden and a foreign national relation to the exchange of money for policy decisions. Oh, this sounds a lot like the video we saw of him. Folks, what's crazy here is if there was nothing to it, then this whistleblower would have nothing to fear. Like I said, this reminds me of some Clinton type stuff going on here. We all think that stuff's fake here and there, but no. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. If y'all saw the photos of that cell, there was like 10 to 12 jumpsuits in that thing. Like, nobody has that many jumpsuits laying around. That's for another video, for another time. We got to be careful here because we get removed off YouTube really, really quick, and other platforms as well. Talk about any sort of that type of stuff. Well, after examining the document in a secure environment, Comer announced, quote, "Today, FBI officials confirmed that the unclassified FBI-generated record has not been disproven and is currently being used in an ongoing investigation." Finally, we get some investigations going on about Joe Biden. Adding that the investigation is likely being undertaken in Biden's home state of Delaware. Folks, I believe this is the same document that the FBI, Christopher Wray, would not hand over, and he's going to be held in contempt of Congress for not handing it over. Like, what is going on? Just give them the document that they want. I mean, you can say the same thing about Trump and the classified documents. Hell, give people what they need and they want. We all know there's something going on under the hood here. Comer continued stating that the confidential human source who provided information, I love how you say add there the human source, and we'll get into that later because Jackie Heinrich of Fox News actually had the courage in our last segment to ask the White House about UFOs. So I just find it, I mean, what else is going to be other than a human source? What is an animal going to tell you something? So the confidential human source who provided information about the Vice President Biden being involved in a criminal bribery scheme is a trusted, highly credible informant who has been used by the FBI for over 10 years and has been paid over 6 figures. These are facts, and no amount of spin and frankly lies from the White House or congressional Democrats can change this information. I mean, there's something here, folks. There's something bigly here. The House Oversight Chair later told Fox News host Sean Hannity that the source, whom the FBI allegedly said would be endangered if exposed, is one of the Bureau's, quote, most highly credible human sources, who had been part of the Bureau for 13 years, dating back to Obama administration. That was reported by the New York Post. Comer said during his interview with Hannity, Quote, this particular document was dated in 2020, so relatively recent. But there are notes in the document date back to 2017. We believe this human source initially informed the FBI of the bribery scheme back in 2017. Well, what was the result of that 5 years later? You think the FBI is doing a little bit of a cover-up here, a little bit of rubbing Democrats' shoulders, which we know has happened, According to Comer, the FBI and the claims in the file comport with the Oversight Committee's earlier findings pertaining to a subpoena bank record showing Biden's foreign entanglements. I believe that goes back to the $3 million that the Biden family supposedly, allegedly, we gotta be careful with the law here in our language, allegedly received from the Chinese. The Biden family received $3 million from the Chinese. And we think it's a lot more than that. I mean, hell, look at Hunter Biden, okay? Look at him and what he's done. In early May, the committee revealed thousands of pages of financial records allegedly showing that the Biden family and their associates created a, quote, complicated network of companies in an attempt to conceal millions of dollars of payments from foreign businesses. Remember how they went after Trump and they went after like Ivanka because she had an actual business, I think a fashion or clothing business. She's like, oh my God, these are Democrats. Oh my God, she's doing sales across the world like Russia and China. Yeah, they're in an international business family. Like they actually did business before they were ever in the White House. It's the opposite here. Biden's always been in government. He hasn't done anything else. He's been suckling at the government tit like Bernie Sanders has. So what is his family doing? I mean, Hunter Biden doesn't know anything other than storing drugs off cocaine, off a dog's back, of a prostitute's ass. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? They're total opposites. But the Democrats, their heads in there, you know what, regarding all this stuff. They're like, oh, Donald Trump's the most corrupt guy ever. And Joe Biden isn't? Hillary Clinton isn't? Like, what? House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, who we love here on the Ball Brad Show, suggested that the informant who supplied information on the alleged criminal scheme involving Biden may be a lot more credible than Christopher Steele, the guy who created the dossier that they used to go after President Trump. I bet this source has a lot more credibility. Yeah, I bet so too. But you never know with these people, folks. You never know with these people. The FBI is not exactly credible that much anymore, folks. I wish they were. They were at one point. The FBI's alleged claim that the informant who could shed some additional light on this matter would be at risk if unmasked has been met with suspicion and surprise online. Bob Hodge of Red State suggested that this sounds like another attempt at an excuse by Wray as to why they won't produce the information that Comer demands. I mean, typical. It seems like there's a fight with our own government, by our government, to receive documents that would show, allegedly, some sort of criminal behavior by Joe Biden, which none of us would be shocked if it were true. Like, none of us would be shocked. If anything, we're going, hey, this has been going back 2017, even earlier. The guy had classified documents from, like, when he was a senator, like, decades ago. Like, where is all the investigations out? Donald Trump has a phone call, an actual phone call, and a transcript with Zelensky, opens up an entire investigation off nothing. Literally, the Russian investigation, the real Russian hoax, right? The witch hunt, folks, the witch hunt. Like, that, when I say literally was make-believe, they paid a guy that literally made it out of thin air. We covered that whole story with the Durham report. The guy was paid to fabricate an entire story. The FBI tried to pay him money to just pull bleep out of his you-know-what. It's wild. We live in such a freaking wild time. Former Trump advisor, Patel, appeared to agree, writing on Truth Social, FBI is running their fictional traps, telling Congress if the source is revealed in the subpoena document to Chairman Comer, the source will die. We heard this same pretextual farce from the same FBI Director Wray when he told Devin Nunes and I, while running the Russiagate, if FBI reveals Steele and co., sources will die and nations will crumble. Oh, God. That sounds like Democrat talk there. Nations will crumble. The world's going to end. You know, that's some like AOC type stuff that the world's going to be done. Sure. Patel added, no one died. And the only thing that crumbled was the FBI for its Corruption cover-up. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's a lot of people, including myself, that basically want the FBI to be dismantled, fire all the nutsos, and then start a new bureau with all the good guys. Matt Gaetz responded to Luna saying, oh my. I mean, there's a lot of people looking at this, folks. There's a lot of heads that are turning on this. I want to know what you think. You think this is legit? And if it's legit, which I think it is, should this FBI informant be nervous about maybe be taken out with these elites, these people that probably took out Epstein? And if we can, I don't know if this is going to be allowed, but hell, let's give it a shot, folks. Did Epstein kill himself? Let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.